So prototyping is something that the D School and the design spaces on Stanford really get into. And for an onlooker, you see this whole mosaic of Post-it notes, and oftentimes there's a lot of tape involved and pipe cleaners. But underneath all that, I think in order to have prototyping that's productive, you need to make it purposeful. And often at times that is reducing your prototype to exactly what it is that you're trying to figure out the user in terms of the user's needs. So something that we wanted to test, we had to boil down in our original test, do we want to understand whether users will use the system? Do we want to understand whether it is fun and interesting for users to use the system, or whether it's burdensome on a regular basis? So when we were coming up with our first prototypes, we originally were thinking about integrating all these different variables in. You know, maybe we should have them entering their food and their sleep and their energy, and they can do it on mobile, and they can do it on the web, so forth and so on. But I think what helped us was boiling down and saying, okay, we're going to start trying to figure out these two things, put that in our prototype, user test it, and then we're going to integrate that into the next iteration, and then test one or two more things, and then test one or two more things. And that may be all that we can do in this period of time. Instead of just coming up with this huge monster of a prototype that was really fun to build and includes all of your possible dreams and imaginations, but in the end gives you the snafu of data that you have to deal with, which may not be productive for the development of the product at that particular stage.
One thing that I found fun and sort of a revelation, I guess, in this class and another D School course is if you just stop thinking for a minute and start playing with the materials that they give you in these big red boxes, you're going to produce something, and you're not even going to, I mean, it won't have even been in your mind beforehand, and you'll learn something from that.